Ford Mustang Mach-E review. What is it? Ford's first fully-fledged electric car. And that makes it very important indeed. You won't find a Ford badge on it anywhere. We'll come on to discuss what that means further on, but for now, let's dig into it a bit. Firstly, some facts. Built on an all-new platform, it's available with either a 75 standard range or 98 kilowatt-hours extended range battery, and with either a single motor, rear-wheel drive, or twin motor, all-wheel drive, layout. Claimed range is up to 379 miles, making it one of the longest haul electric cars around. The entry-level car weighs just under 2 tons and has 265 brake horsepower, while the most potent GT version, capable of 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, has 480 brake horsepower. Advertisement page continues below. The most affordable model is the rear-wheel drive Mach-E, 265 brake horsepower and 41,330 pounds. One step up is the 290 brake horsepower extended range at 46,380 pounds. That's the one that can go furthest between charges. The extra power is needed to ensure it's not slower than the 120 kilograms lighter base model. Then we have the two dual-motor cars, the smaller battery 49,650 pound version with 265 brake horsepower, and the longer range version with 346 brake horsepower at 57,030 pounds. In short, adding the bigger battery adds about $5,000 to the price, but having 4WD adds nearer 10. The top-of-the-range GT version, available only in extended range AWD form, will set you back 65,080 pounds. But for that price, you'll be able to play the trump card down the local that it's quicker from 0 to 62 miles per hour than a 5.0-liter Mustang Coupe. 3.7 seconds plays 4.8 seconds, fact fans. They all seat 5, have a hatchback boot and a 100-liter frunk in the nose. The bigger story, however, is up front where you'll find a Tesla-aping 15.5-inch portrait touchscreen and many claims about connectivity, phone mirroring, apps and self-driving. It works well, too. The physical knob controller is handy, if a little tacky, but compared to Tesla's, takes a little bit of getting used to. Advertisement page continues below. Which, really, is the story of the whole interior. See, Ford has clearly tried to blend past and future, with switchgear not abandoned to touchscreens entirely, and indeed, in some cases, nicked from other Ford models. We're looking at you, in the case of the column stocks and the Fiesta. Ford has clearly been busy with the Sketchpad, but the materials and quality are just so. It feels decidedly American in comparison to its European counterparts. And given that this is a £40K plus car, some might feel Ford could have done better. More on that over on the interior tab. It certainly hints hard at it with the thrusting bonnet and light signatures. But this is badge engineering. It doesn't feel or drive like a V8 Mustang in any way. Now we've got that out the way, allow us to remind you that this is a 2-ton SUV. And initially, it feels that way. Around town you notice every bump in the road, thanks, in part, to the 18-inch wheels, but also because there's nothing in the way of creaks or groans. It feels typically Ford well-built. This, full details in the driving tab. Picking up speed thankfully improves things with the ride evening out, and it's quick enough in the usual EV way. Even in the least powerful 265 brake horsepower model, there's a handy 317 pounds-ft of torque to play with. Artificial steering means there's little in the way of any feel whatsoever, and it's not too confidence-inspiring around corners, but you can at least briskly emerge out the other side. Range anxiety permitting. Speaking of which, our time with the Mach-E has shown it to be fairly efficient. In cold, wet winter weather, the AWD extended range managed 260 miles, against a claimed 335 miles, while on a warm summer's day, on a return journey from London to Peterborough, the RWD standard range managed 240 miles, against a claimed 273.